The end of Ramadan is approaching, and everyone's getting ready for Hari Raya. I understand that we're going to be visiting Perlis to see Idris's family. I can't wait for the road trip. We're traveling north to Perlis for Hari Raya in just a couple days. But first, before Ramadan is over, we're going to see how a traditional Hari Raya food is made. It's called laman. Market workers start to make laman a few days before Hari Raya. People typically buy laman during the last days of Ramadan and into the first week of Hari Raya. It's also sold all year, but eaten a lot less frequently during the year. We're here at a famous laman stall in Ampang, the Lord of the Laman. Pakali is the owner, and he makes laman here throughout the entire year. On normal weeks, he works 5 days a week. He takes off 2 days during the middle of the week. This Ramadan, he's hired an additional 17 workers, and they're keeping the stall open and running 7 days a week. Pakali has been running this place since 1985. His laman has become quite famous, and we can see many newspaper articles that he's hung around the stall. In fact, this morning's paper even had a feature article about his laman. We're here this morning watching how Pakali makes rendang. Right now he's making chicken rendang. After getting the sauce going, he adds 30 chickens to this huge wok. It's a lot of chicken. He also makes a beef rendang. Kara asks him how to make sure the laman is well cooked and not too dry. He says that with so much experience, he's learned just how long the rice needs to soak and just how long it needs to cook over the fire. Right now they're just getting the fire pit ready. First step is to fill these bamboo shoots with banana leaves. These serve as the liner for the rice. The guys let me give it a try. In fact, Johnny and I are going to have a race. Jenggut is helping us out by cutting all the banana leaves to size. Jimmy here, he's relinquished his spot. He's kind enough to give me an opportunity to do some of his work here, and he's now running quality control. Filling the bamboo shoots is kind of fun. One thing though, we're still close to the fire and it's pretty hot. Now I'm checking out how they fill the bamboo shoots with rice. Glutinous rice has been soaked in water and for just the right amount of time. We just have to pour the rice into the bamboo shoots, tapping them once in a while to make the rice ball. Coconut milk is being added to fill in between the grains of rice. Once an entire rack has been filled, it's taken over to the fire. No need for DuPont here. Fire retardant gloves not necessary. All these guys need are cheap gardening gloves. Dip them in some cold water and you're set to brave the fire. Ready to put the sticks of laman in place for roasting. The laman will stay cooking here for several hours until the bamboo shoots are just slightly charred. Wow. That was smoky and hot. Idris asks if I can imagine working here during Ramadan. You know, I cannot imagine working here for a full day any time of year. Various activities are happening now in preparation for Raya. Era and I have agreed to make some cookies. I hear that people share cookies to take to the houses of family and friends during Raya. Traditionally, women would make these cookies at home. Today, of course, everyone's busier, and we often see boxes of special cookies, all types really, for sale in markets and stores. Era and I both like baking. This Sunday, Era is having me over to bake some cookies. We are baking her special chocolate chip cookies. I'm excited to try them, but again, we're fasting, so I'll have to wait until later. Idris and I are both in the Ampang Point Mall so that he can pay Zakat Fitra. Normally Zakat Fitra is paid in the mosque, but in Malaysia it's made more convenient and shopping malls set up small booths so that people can stop by and pay. Zakat Fitra is a type of special tax for Ramadan. It is a charity given to the poor. Every Muslim is required to pay regardless of age. Everyone pays the exact same amount. Individuals are also required to pay for any dependents. Idris is the head of his family and therefore is paying Zakat Fitra for 4 people, himself, Mas, Ani, and on behalf of his daughter, Idreen, who is working in Singapore. Idris pays tax of approximately $2 per individual. This is the price that's equivalent to 1 chupak of rice, a particular Malaysian old type of measurement. It is customary for Malaysians to light up their house or ground on the 27th day of Ramadan. This is to signify the coming of Eid al-Fitr. However, in the city, modern electric lights have taken over from the traditional oil lamps. Therefore, we decided to go for a drive a few miles outside of Kuala Lumpur to a village named Ulu Langkat. Everybody is very hospitable and friendly. We saw a beautiful house lit up with oil lamps and decided to stop. 2 brothers, Mohammed and Latif, showed me around, and we went for a walk on their grounds to see the lights. It's finally time for Hari Raya. We're going home to Perlis. Hari Raya, Eid al-Fitr, is the Malay term for the day of celebration that marks the end of fasting. People typically spend 3 to 4 days back in their kampong, their hometown, celebrating with family and friends. Hari Raya lasts for the entire month after Ramadan. In fact, the month itself is called Shawwal. Shawwal is the month after Ramadan. People hold open houses for family friends, and these are usually done on the weekends during Shawwal. It's 4 a.m., and we're packed up and leaving for Perlis, Idris's hometown. I'm looking forward to visiting Perlis. I'm guessing that most of our visit will be for family activities. It should be really festival and pretty relaxing. Even though we left early, we're still hitting traffic jams. Everyone is packing into rest stops and even stopping on the side of the road to saho before sunrise. We have something to drink in the car, and finally we find a place to stop and rest after sunup. We're in Perlis at the hometown of Rizwan, Idris's older brother. We have our final breakfast of this Ramadan all together. Family meeting time out here on the porch. A schedule is being established for tomorrow. Past figuring out what to do tomorrow, Adrienne has jokingly assigned me to the task of taking meeting minutes. In fact, there's a lot of little jokes, and everyone's just having fun. To mark the last day of Ramadan, we go outside to set off fireworks. Little kids get sparklers, and big kids, or maybe I should say all of the dads, take to setting off larger fireworks. Down the street, I can hear more fireworks, and also the imam reciting prayers at the neighboring mosque. Other than these sounds, Perlis is actually very quiet compared to KL.